the lamentation of my cursed soul. In the heart of a forgotten forest, shrouded in eternal mist, there stood an ancient shrine, a place of mysteries and ominous legends. The villagers warned of its malevolent presence, speaking in hushed tones of a ritual that could grant unimaginable power, but at a dire cost. It was a secret so perilous that those who pursued it were never seen again. My name is Samuel, and I am a young scholar with an insatiable curiosity for the arcane. I stumbled upon fragments of a long-lost scripture that alluded to an enigmatic rite. It promised to reveal the hidden truths of the universe, and I became consumed with the desire to learn this forbidden knowledge. Driven by ambition, I convinced 3 companions to join me in reconstructing the ritual. Amelia, an enigmatic woman seeking wisdom beyond measure. Eliza, a talented artist yearning for immortal creativity. And Henry, a haunted soul desperate to escape his tormented past. Under the waning moon at the stroke of midnight, we assembled at the shrine. The air hung heavy with anticipation as we ignited the ritual's incense and chanted the archaic words from the obscured scripture. The shrine trembled, and a dark mist enveloped us, chilling our souls. As the ritual reached its zenith, a grotesque entity emerged from the shadows, a manifestation of ancient malevolence. It offered us a deal, our heart's desires fulfilled, but in return we would be bound to its maleficent will, destined to carry out its bidding until the end of time. Overwhelmed by our ambitions and blinded by the allure of power, we consented without hesitation. Instantly we felt our desires fulfilled, but with a sinister twist. My thirst for vengeance was served, but I was cursed to hunger for blood without reprieve. Eliza's artistic talent soared, but her creations turned macabre, reflecting the darkness that consumed her. Henry's past was erased, but his every waking moment was plagued by haunting visions. And Amelia, the catalyst of this calamity, obtained wisdom beyond measure, but she could no longer distinguish reality from illusion. Bound by an unbreakable curse, we became slaves to the malevolent entity, compelled to perpetuate horror upon the world. We were granted immortality, eternal witnesses to the torment we caused. We wandered through the ages, spreading terror and suffering in our wake. Our gruesome acts became the stuff of legend, whispered around campfires and etched into chilling folklore. Our deeds spanned the centuries, with no corner of the world left untouched by our malevolence. As our cruelty grew, so did the malevolent entity's power, feeding off the despair we sowed. Centuries passed, and the world had changed beyond recognition, but we endured, our souls tormented by the never-ending cycle of horror we perpetuated. In a rare moment of clarity, I, Samuel, the once ambitious scholar, saw the tragedy of my choices. As the ancient shrine resurfaced from the depths of folklore, whispers of a counter-ritual spread, a ritual that could undo the malevolence we had unleashed, a ritual that demanded the ultimate sacrifice of the cursed quartet, willingly relinquishing our cursed immortality. Haunted by remorse, I sought out the counter-ritual. My companions, jaded by centuries of darkness, were reluctant at first, but my remorse touched a long-buried ember of humanity within them. Guided by the obscure text once more, we returned to the ancient shrine, our hearts heavy with fear and regret. With trembling hands we lit the sacred candles and whispered the contrite words, hoping beyond hope that redemption awaited us. In a blaze of ethereal light, the malevolent entity descended upon us, enraged at the audacity of our defiance. The ground trembled, and the very forest seemed to cry out. But we stood strong, willing to face the consequences of our actions. As the malevolent entity exacted its wrath upon us, our cursed immortality began to unravel. We cried out in anguish, our faces contorted with pain, but also with a glimmer of hope. In a final moment of unity, we held hands, seeking solace in each other's shared torment. In that moment of sacrifice, the malevolent entity's grip weakened, and the ancient shrine crumbled into ruins. Our souls found liberation as we faded into the ether, leaving behind a legacy of horror that would echo in the annals of time. Our tale transformed into an ethereal tapestry, a cosmic envoi whispering caution through time. Our names danced like spectral flames, illuminating the delicate balance between light and darkness. The legend of Samuel, Amelia, Eliza, and Henry beckoned seekers to tread carefully, for within human desires lie both malevolence's genesis and redemption's spark.